Welcome back to another edition of Mining with Prospector Al. Today it's Friday, May the 24th, and back at Lower Coker Creek. Today I'm here with a bit of a heavy heart since one of my longtime friends passed away yesterday, and I just wanted to offer my condolences and prayers to his family before I get started. And it's always a tough time for everybody. Sometimes words aren't really enough, but that's all you can do. But I'm gonna do a little crevicing and stuff in here today, and I've done pretty well here the past 4 or 5 times. I've come away with some decent pictures. As you can see, the water level's still up. This is more wintertime water levels, but we've had 13 inches or so above normal precipitation so far this year, and we're only halfway through the year, so I don't imagine the water levels are going to drop significantly over the next few weeks unless we get a whole lot drier weather than what we've had. And there's a little color to the water, so it's actually up a little bit from what it was last week when I was here. Seems to be a recurring theme. Nice heavy rain during the week brings the water back up. So some of the spots I would normally try to work out toward the center, and not quite so easy to work right now with hand tools and stuff, and that's all you can use here. So anyway, with that, I'm going to get to work and see what I can find, and I'll be back hopefully to show you a nugget or a picture or at least a pan full of good flakes. I've been at it a little over an hour now, and true to form, I have about 4 colors to show for it. I'm pretty much working over places I worked before, but I tend to do pretty well when I do that most of the time. Sometimes it just takes a while. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but of course, giving it a shot. I didn't mention it's a nice, really blue day. It's not that hot. It's supposed to be in the low 70s today. It was in the 50s this morning. It's supposed to be in the low 40s in the morning. We had a cold front pass through. Unusual for this time of year, being late May. I'm going to get back to it, and hopefully I'll come up with something to look at. If not, I'll just enjoy the nice weather. It's a slow day for gold so far. But as I've learned down here, you just keep digging where you're supposed to, and it'll show up sooner or later. Not always the same day, but sooner or later it'll show up. And I'm starting to get the feeling I'm going to get me a little bit of gold here in a minute, so I'll keep you posted. Still a nice day. Birds chirping, laurels blooming. Some on the other side of the creek. A little early for the rhododendrons yet, but next month they ought to be at it. So anyway, I'll be back in a few. Finally, a little something to look at. A small little chunker, not really picture size quite, but nice and chunky anyway. So maybe I'm getting closer to it. Just need to keep on digging. Next pan, as I said, sometimes you just got to keep after it and it'll show up. A nice little picture in there and several nice flakes. This was just a real small pan of material, kind of down in the bedrock, down in the crack. Nice just off the top. So hopefully there's more. And another nice little picker and a decent flake and some smaller ones in there with it. I'm still on it. Still got a little bit of time. So hopefully I'll pop out a big one. Another day finished at the creek. The sun's starting to go down behind the ridge, and I got to get out of here. Still a really nice, sunny, blue sky day. Probably around 67, 68 degrees. Unseasonably cool. But it feels really good. Pretty good day. I got 3 pickers and some other chunky pieces, so definitely all is not lost gold wise. So anyway, this wraps up today, and I'll catch you the next time. Till then, be safe and have fun.